أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned about the 4 events on the day of judgment. When the sky will tear apart, when the stars will disperse, will be broken down, and when the ocean, it will burst open so that all the ocean and the water will mix, and when the graves will be overturned so that the dead body can come out. So when these 4 events happen, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, every soul, every person will know what he has sent ahead of him to the hereafter, and what he has left behind, so that he is getting the punishment and the reward even after his death. So whatever, every soul will know about it. So all these events are, all these events in Arabic we call it ma'ad. Okay, ma'ad. Ma'ad means your destination, where you are going. And the other term is called mabda. Mabda means your origin. So these two to go together, origin and destination. Mabda and ma'ad. These were all ma'ad. Now Allah is coming to the mabda, that where you came from. So you think about where you came from, what you were, and you think about where you will go, your destination, and then you make your conclusion and find out the way of success for yourself. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Ya ayyuhal insan. Okay, so this whole thing, Ya ayyuha, we translate it O. But in Arabic, in reality, there are 3 different words. One is Ya, and one is Ayyu, and one is Ha. So sometimes they might come separate, then they will give separate meaning. But in this location, when it comes, it give only the nida, that you call somebody, you say oh. Okay? So, Ya ayyuhal insanu, O insan, O mankind, O human, Allah is calling, addressing. Ma gharraka, what deceived you, put you in deception. Birabbika, about your Lord, Al-Kareem, the gracious. Okay? Why you are in deception? What make you in deception? What that mean? That the main thing which we make us do disobedience is what? The karam of Allah, that Allah is Kareem. Okay? If suppose we do a sin and Allah punish us, if we do a sin and Allah disgrace us, and Allah advertise our sins every day, that this is what he had done yesterday, so nobody will do. So the main factor that a person, he is doing the sin, that he take a wrong meaning of the karam of Allah, that Allah is Kareem, he said, we keep on doing it. So why you are in deception about my karam, and you think that my punishment, my revenge will never come in action. Okay, so Kareem has so many meaning in Arabic. Kareem is used for the human being also. Kareem is used for the item, the non-living things also. Kareem is come for the angel also. And Kareem come for Allah also. When it comes for Allah, so there are several meanings of Kareem. One meaning of Kareem is that Allah is so generous, Sakhi and Fayyad, that there is no discontinuation to his ata, to his grant. So this is what means generous. The second meaning is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is wasi'ul zarf. He is tolerant. So he is Kareem. He is not la'im, that he immediately punish short-sighted. Okay, so that will be called that Allah is wasi'ul zarf. Allah is tolerant. The other meaning of Kareem is umda, which means nice and respectable. The other meaning of Kareem is sharifut tab'a, that he by nature is very sharif. Respectable, okay, and also it means valuable, okay, and also it means kind. All these are the meaning of Kareem. Okay, you can apply, but the most common meaning applied in this location in the English translations are gracious in English and generous. Okay, these are the two famous words they have picked from all these lists. Okay, gracious and generous. Birabbikal Kareem. Alladhi, the one, khalaqaka, who created you. Fasawwaka, then he put you in due proportion. Fa'adalaka, then he put you in balance. So three things Allah has mentioned. The first thing is that takhliq, that Allah created you. But creation is with taswiyah, with a due proportion. So what does the due proportion mean? That if the fingers were double length of what we have, we would have trouble. If the arm and the thigh was the same diameter, we would have the trouble. How are we going to check our blood pressure even? And so the dimension and the implantation where Allah put it to the trunk, every organ, the size of it and the location of it is in even, is a due proportion. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will implant the eye in a different location, there will have been problem for it. Okay, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put our upper extremity in the middle of our body, there would have been problem. So what is the taswiyah mean? That the size and the location of every organ is in a proportion. Okay, that is called what? Taswiyah. And whatever, like is convenient for us, Allah did it. Like for example, look, hair grow, but the eyebrow and the eyelashes, it's not growing because it would have been very inconvenient to keep on trimming it all the time. The nails, it grow, but the teeth, it doesn't grow. Otherwise, it would have been so harm to trim the teeth all the time. Right? So this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the teeth only on certain time when there is no harm to the mother. Otherwise, you are getting milk from the mother and you will injure her. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't give us the teeth because we don't need it at that time. This is all is what the example of what? Taswiyah. Fasawwaka. Okay. Fa'adalaka, this is from i'tidal, balance. That your mizaj, your temperament and your inner chemistry is on a balance. How meticulously the blood sugar is maintained. If it go low, you have hypoglycemia. Low sugar is terrible than the high sugar. If it is high sugar, again you have a disease. If it is low sodium, it is a disease. If it is high sodium, it is a disease. Low calcium, it is a disease. High calcium, it is a disease. Okay, vitamin, the people keep on taking vitamin. They think vitamin is tonic. No, if you take the vitamin more, you have diseases, hypervitaminosis. It harm you. So similarly, your mizaj opposite to the, like you give food to the cow, and the cow has a hungry baby, and the cow will start eating. The cow doesn't know that I should offer it to my baby first. Okay, so the mizaj and the temperament is also an i'tidal, and the interior chemistry is also on a balance. That is called what? I'tidal. So alladhi, the one, khalaqaka, who created you, fasawwaka, he made you in due proportion. Fa'adalaka, and he made you in a proper balance. Okay, fa'adalaka. Then, if the creation process of all the human beings is the same, and the proportion is also the same, everybody's eye is in the same location and nose is in the same location, and the balancing is all the human being is on the same factory, in the same way, in the same mechanism, then all the human beings should look exactly photocopy of one another, and it should have been very difficult to recognize who is he. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from his manufacturing powers are coming billions and billions of appearances, that even the identical two twins, you can separate that who is Zaid and who is Amr. So then after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, fi ayyi suratin, in whichever appearance and shakl, okay, and picture, sha'a, he wish, rakkabak, he assembled it. He brought it together. Tarkeeb means chaining together, anchoring together. That is called tarkeeb. And this ma is za'idah. okay, sometimes for the beautification of the kalam, otherwise there is no meaning of it. So fi ayyi suratin sha'a rakkabak, the meaning is complete. In whatever surat means appearance. Okay, so fi ayyi suratin, in whichever appearance, okay, ma sha'a, he wished, he willed, rakkabak, he assembled you, he brought you together, he composed you. Kalla, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says never. I mean, the way you are, that you are in deception about me, that is not true. So I told you, kalla is kalimatul rada'. Rada' mean that you cross the previous kalam, that the things are not going in the correct direction. You shouldn't have been in deception. But because of your deception about my karam, my graciousness, what you do? But you belie even the judgment, the recompensation. Okay? The deen has several meaning, right? So, lakum deenukum waliya deen. So their deen will mean what? Way of life. Lakum deenukum waliya deen. Okay? If Allah say, ala lillahi deenul khalis. So deen mean ibadat, worship. Okay? And here when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, maliki yawmiddin, so that means judgment, jaza. Okay, so three famous meaning of deen in the Qur'an. Way of life, lakum deenukum waliya deen. Allah lillahi deenul khalis. For Allah is the pure worship, deserve only Allah. So that is what? Ibadat. And maliki yawmiddin, tukadhibuna biddin, here it means what? Recompensation and judgment. So that's called deen. Never, but you belie, tukadhibuna biddini, and the judgment also. Otherwise, you should have not done the ightira. Okay? The belief in the day of judgment would have finished your ghurur, your deception. If your belief in the day of judgment was strong, you will have not been in deception, but that is weak. But that is why all these problems are coming. And the day of judgment is so sure that we did all intizam for it. What is that? وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ لَحَافِظِينَ وَمِنْ and in the mean indeed alaykum mean upon you are appointed lahafizin, watcher. So remember, there are certain angels which are called hafaza. Okay, hafaza means they protect you. And these kiraman katibin, their job is not to protect you. They are watcher. They watch you, that what you do good so that they can record you. Okay? So here the hafizin mean the one who memorize your action. Hafizin, it doesn't mean the one who are protecting and recording your action. The hafizin not mean the one who are protecting you. They are separate group of angels. They are called hafaza. Okay? So, وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ and indeed upon you lahafizin are recording angels. Okay? Like watchers. Kiraman, which are very honorable. Katibin, and they are writers. They write. Okay? Kiraman, katibin. One on your right shoulder and one on the left shoulder. Kiraman, katibin. Right? Okay.
Ya ayyuhal insanu, O mankind, ma, what, gharraka, has deceived you, bi rabbika, about your Lord, al-Kareem, who is Kareem, who is honorable and generous. Alladhi, he who, khalaqaka, created you, fasawwaka, fashioned you, proportioned you, fa'adalaka, and balanced you. Fi, in what, in ayya, what, whatever, suratin, portion, appearance, ma sha'a,
he wished,
rakkabaka,
put you together, assembled you.
كلا, never. بل, but. تكذبون بالدين, you deny the day of judgment.
Okay, so تكذبون mean, what did you say?
To deny. Deny?
Deny, no, not deny. Deny is kufr.
Okay.
And takzib is belying.
Okay, belying.
Belying mean when you call a true person that you lie. They're called belying. Okay, they're called takzib. Okay, so you belie.
So you belied the day of judgment.
The judgment. The process of judgment. Okay?
And inna, indeed, alaykum, upon you, appointed upon you, la hafidhin, are recording angels. Recording angels.
Recording angel watchers. Right?
Recording angel watchers. Kiraman, that are honorable, katibin, writers.
MashaAllah. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.